Very good morning, everyone. Dear 8th standard students, today we shall start with another exercise, which is exercise 5.2, and the question is find the square root of the following numbers. So, first number is given 32. Let's try to solve without further delay. Before that, children, in that exercise, the problems that I'll do some problems and similar problems. Kindly take it as homework and do it afterwards at home. And let's try to start without further delay. The first question is of exercise 5.2. The first question is the 32. So we can how can we can find the square root of the following number? Let's try to understand it. 32. So we can write 32 as 32. You can write as 30 plus 2. Okay, 30 plus 2, and then we know that 32, we need to find out the square root of that. So 32 square is nothing but 32 square is nothing but I can write it as 32 whole square. 30, sorry, I can write as 32 into 32, right? I can write it as 32 into 32. Let's try to understand how to solve it. So this I'm going to write is 32, that is 30 plus 2, correct? Here I have written, right, 30 plus 2. So 30 plus 2, in between we can multiplication symbol, and then I can write again 30 plus 2, correct? 30 plus 2. So here let's try to uh, cross multiply that. Before that I'm going to write here 30 into bracket this I'm going to write 30 plus 2, and in between plus symbol 2 into bracket 30 plus 2. Okay, and this how you're going to solve it. We are going to write again that's equal to 30 into 30, right? 30 into 30, correct? In between plus 13, then you can write 30 into 2, correct? 30 into 2, and then in between plus 2 into 30, 2 into 30, I'm just simplifying it, children. 2 into 30, then 2 into 30 plus symbol as it is, then 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2. If I solve it, I can solve this. 30 into 30 is how much? You can write it as 900, correct? 3 3s are 9, 2 zeros, 900, plus 30 into 2 is 60, plus 2 into 30 is again 60, correct? 2 2s are 4. Now we are going to add all that, so it becomes 1024, correct? 1024,024. So square of 32 whole square is 1024, right? So next very simple problems. Next problem I'll do it. Kindly say it. Next problem, shall do it next problem. So next one, second one is it's 35. 35, correct? 35, can you write 30 plus 5, correct? So 35 I can write it as is equal to, I can write it as 30 plus 5, correct? 30 plus 5. So 35 whole square is how much? 35 whole square is nothing but 35 into 35, correct? 35 into 35. So now the same thing we are going to do. Instead of 35, what can write? 30 plus 5, okay, sorry, 30 into 5, sorry, here I'm going to write it, okay, 30 plus 5 into bracket into 30 plus 5, I can write again, okay, fine. 30 plus 5 I can write again, then this we are going to multiply this. So 30 okay, into 30 plus 5, okay, 30 into 30 plus 5, this from this, okay, plus 5 into bracket 30, okay, 30 plus 5. So how we can solve this? How we can solve this? So 30 into 30 can write as 30 into 30, okay, plus 30 into 5, okay, plus 5 into 30, 5 into 30 plus 5 into 5, can write like this, isn't it? We can simplify like this, and finally we can write as 30 into 30 is again 900 plus this is 150, 3 5s are 15, okay, sorry, 30, it is 30, right? 35 is a 150 plus plus again it's 530 is a 150 plus 5 5 is a 25, okay, and that's finally we are going to write 900 plus 150 plus 150 is 300 plus 25, 900 300 1200 1200 and 1 2 2 5 1225, okay. So this is the answer. So this way we are going to solve the square root problems, and these problems are very simple, and two problems are done it. Next 86 is there, next 93, then 46, okay. These problems are 71, these problems are there. Children, this you do it at home neatly, okay, fine. And this PDF of this also I'm going to send it through the WhatsApp. Kindly see to it and write neatly in your rough and as well as in notes, okay. So next second main is write the Pythagorean triplets whose one number is 6, whose one number is, okay. So write Pythagorean triplets, okay, write Pythagorean triplet, this is the problem, okay. So first number is, before writing the number, first we try to understand what is the Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets, children, simply you can remember, I'll write here Pythagorean triplets are, okay, Pythagorean triplets are these are very simple, 2m, okay, comma m square minus 1, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, okay. These are Pythagorean triplets. What are those? 2m square minus 1, m square minus 2m comma m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. These are Pythagorean triplets. According to that, this 2m m square minus 1 m square plus 1, according to this we can solve the problems. Very simple. These are two examples. I'll do it, rest you do it at home. So first one is in that, first one is 6, okay. So let m is equal to 6. Let, because Pythagorean triplets m is there, so I'm going to write m. I'll take let m is equal to 6. So first Pythagorean triplet is 2m, okay, is equal to 2 into, okay, Let's try to see that. Okay, but first Pythagorean is 6. Okay, so before that, um, so first number is 6. So apart from doing let's try to understand it this way. So first Pythagorean triplet is here. I'm going to write it once again. Look at here. First Pythagorean triplet is 6. Okay. So here Pythagorean first triplet is 2m. This you have to remember. So 2m is equal to 6. M is equal to 6 by 2. You know that. And m is equal to 3. Correct. 2 3 is 6. So first one is comes as m is equal to 3. And next in that first one only. Next I'll do it here. The next page. Next is a m square minus 1. Okay, the same problem. Next is m square minus 1. m square minus 1. Okay, I can write m square minus 1 is equal to 6. Correct. So m square is equal to 6 plus 1. Correct, what we discussed in previous classes. So m square is equal to 7 it comes. Okay, next one is m square plus 1. M square plus 1 is equal to 6. Okay, so next m square is equal to what you can write. M square is equal to 6. This 1 goes that side, mean becomes minus 1. So I can write m square is equal to 5. Correct, very simple. So next one we can do it. Since 5 is not a square number, not 6, it is not possible. So okay, next we can do it. Next one. So before that, after doing this, we need to write the Pythagorean triplets. So finding the triplets. So if we take therefore you can write m is equal to 3. Okay, m is equal to 3, and then 2m is equal to uh, 2 into 3, that is equal to 6. Okay, so this is the first Pythagorean triplet, and second one is m square minus 1, that's equal to m square minus 1. Children, as you know that why I have taken m is equal to 3, because in the previously we know that in the first this one Pythagorean triplet 2m is equal to 6, in that we got a value of m is equal to 3. That value I am going to substitute. I am substituting that value. So m is equal to 3, 2m is equal to 2 into 3 is 6. So next m square minus 1, right? M square minus 1, next triplet. M square is m is 3, isn't it? So I must write the 3 square minus 1, that's equal to 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. Okay, so next one is m square plus 1. Correct, next triplet. So m square plus 1, we know that m square value is just m is 3, 3 square plus 1, that is equal to 3 square is 9 plus 1, that's equal to 10. Therefore I can finally write that the required triplets are, I can write therefore the required triplets are, the first one is how much, 6. Okay, sorry, yeah, 2m 2 3s are 6, 8 and 10. Required triplets are 6 comma 8 comma 10, isn't it? So what we have done here in this problem, first we found out the value of m. So m becomes 3, and that value we have substituted in the Pythagorean triplets, and we found out the answer. That is, the required triplets are 6, 8 and 10. So next do it one more so that you can easily understand that. So next is 14. Okay, so next second one is 14. So we know that Pythagorean triplets, what are the Pythagorean triplets? 2m, right? 2m comma m square minus 1, right? So Pythagorean triplets are 2m comma m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, correct? M square plus 1. So first we try to find out the value of m. So 2m is equal to 14, correct? So m is equal to 14 by 2. Okay, so m is equal to 7, right? M is equal to 7. Got it. So next we see m square minus 1 is equal to 14. M square is equal to 14 plus 1. M square is equal to 15, correct? So next m square plus 1 is equal to 14, correct? So m square is equal to 14, this 1 goes that side, means minus 1. M square is equal to, we get the value as 13, correct? So so you know that since why we have taken in the previous examples also 3, means here in this case the square is not possible. This is not a 15 is not a square, and 13 is also not a square. In that both the cases the square is not possible, right? It is not a square of anything, but 7 you know that. Let's try to take 7. So how it works, so we need to find out the, after finding the value of this one, we find the value of the triplets. So when we take 2m is equal to 14, so value comes as 7. Let's try to take this 7. So m is equal to, therefore I can write finding triplets for m is equal to 7. Okay, finding triplets for m is equal to 7. So first one is a 2m is equal to 2 into 7, that's equal to 14, correct? And next one is a m square minus 1. Okay, m is 7 we have taken, so 7 square minus 1, so 49 minus 1, that's equal to 48, correct? And the next one is a m square plus 1. So m is 7 na, so I can write 7 square plus 1, 49 plus 1, that's equal to 50. Therefore same way I can write, and the Pythagorean triplets are 14, 48 and 50. Therefore Pythagorean triplets are, we can write 14 comma 48 comma 50. Okay, so you can write like this. So next problem 4th, 3rd and 4th is there, so you kindly do it at home. Kindly try to do it at in your rough first, and then do it in notes, and remaining on the PDF also I'll send you, that you going to kindly see that PDF. Okay, next exercise 5.3. Example, I'll do it. Exercise 5.3. Let's try to understand how it works. 5.3. So what could be the possible ones digits of the square root of each of the following numbers? So first question is, what could be the, I'll write the question, what could be the possible ones digit of the square root of each of the following number, each of the following number. So first number is, let's try to understand. First number is 9801. So let's try to understand how we can do it. See, before solving this question, we must know that previously we solved that if number ends with 1, I can write here, if number ends with 1, okay, if number ends with 1, then it is a if a square root can ends with the z 1 or 9. How it will, I'll tell you. Square root can end with 1 or 9. So how it will be? Square root can end with 9, because you know that 1 square is 1, okay, and 9 square, why 9? 9 square is equal to 81. Again the unit digit comes as 1. In that two cases it is possible, right? So here, let's try to solve this. So as can write that as 1 square is equal to 1 and the 9 square is equal to 81, correct? Therefore square root of 1 is equal to 1, right? Square root of 1 is 1 only, but square root of 81 is equal to 9, right? Square root of 81 comes as 9. Therefore possible unit digits are 1, okay, possible unit digits are 1 or 9. So this is the answer. Possible unit digits are 1 or 9. So let's try to do a second one. So 99856. 99856. So how we can solve this? 99856. So if the number is ends with the numbers must ends with 6, okay. So what would be the possible unit digits? So if number ends, I'll write here, if you have to write in the answer also, if a number ends with 6, if the number ends with 6, then square root can end with the square root can end with you know that 4 4s are 16, Okay, 6 ends with 6, and 6 6 the 36 ends with 6, right? So unit digit ends with the 4 or 6. Okay, 4 or 6, because 4 square is equal to 16, 6 square is equal to 36, isn't it? So unit digit comes as 6. As 4 square is equal to 16, 6 square is equal to 36. Okay, 6 square is equal to 36. Here you can write this. Square root of 16 is 4, and square root of 36 is 6. Correct, because 6 is the 36. Therefore I can write therefore uh, possible unit digits are possible unit digits are okay 4, okay, 4 or 6, right? I hope you understand it. Once again I'll tell you, listen here children, it's very simple. 99856 is a problem. If a number ends with the 6, you have to see this much unit digits. Number ends with the 6, so square root of 6 comes in with digits. Okay, 4 4s are 16, 1 6 6 unit, and 3 3s are 30. Okay, sorry, mm, 6 6 are okay, fine. So 6 6 are 36. We know that unit digit comes as 6. So you know that, for example, 4 square 16, 6 square 36. So you just take the square root of 16 is equal to 4, square root of 36 is equal to 6. Therefore the possible unit digits are 4 or 6. So this way you can solve this problem. Okay, and next, how many are there? So 2, um, 3 4 problems are there. Right. um 1 minute. Okay, so next, third, fourth problem, you do try to do it at home. PDF also I'll send you. Next problem is, without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect squares. Okay, the question is, uh, without doing any calculation, okay, any calculation, find the numbers which are not perfect square ಅಂತ question ಇದೆ. Okay, find the numbers which are not perfect squares. So in order to be a perfect squares, there's a condition. Okay, what is that? The condition right here. Condition. This you have to remember this every time. You need not to write in the answer, but you need to mention the reason for that. So what is that? So a number is not a perfect square if it ends with, condition is, a number is not a perfect square if it ends with, okay, if it ends with, ಅದು ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ 2, 3, 7, 8, okay, 2 3 7 8, and if it has odd number of zeros, and if it has odd number of zeros. Okay, if it has odd number of zeros. ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ, ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಏನಿದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ 2 3 7 8 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 2 3 7 8 ಈ ನಂಬರಿಂದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಝೀರೋಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂದರೆ 1 3 ಓಕೆ 5 7 9 ಈ ಥರ ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಝೀರೋ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ 153 ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ, 153 ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ 2 3 7 8 ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ 3. ಓಕೆ, since we can write since this number ends with the 3 okay, since this number ends with 3, it is not a perfect ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬರೀಬೋದು. ಹೌದಾ, ಭಾಳ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ಸೊ 2 3 7 8 ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಬಂದರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಆಡ್ ಝೀರೋಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, 1 0 ಇದ್ದರೂ ಅದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. 2 ಇದ್ದರೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು. ಹೌದಾ, ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡನೇದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಎರಡನೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ 257